going on, Spurs fans? Spurs Nation 87. Game 4 of the 2016 NBA Western Conference Quarterfinals. The Spurs sweep the series over the Memphis Grizzlies. Final score 116-95. Man, oh man, what a game. This Grizzlies team, again, for a second game, they put up one hell of a fight against the Spurs. I mean, you talk about a physical battle. I mean, this is probably one of the best playoff games I've seen out of the Grizzlies that they've given the Spurs trouble. They were up to a real good start, but in the end, it was just too much, and the Spurs prevail, and they blow them out by 21 points. 21 points. What is the number? Oh, yeah, that's right. Right here, 21. And speaking of 21, yes, today is Tim Duncan's 40th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, number 21. Tim Duncan. Happy birthday to 21. Hey, what a way for the Spurs to win. Especially the day before Tim Duncan's birthday. Even though today is his birthday. So again, happy birthday number 21. But you know what would make this birthday even better for him? Will make a greater year for this year other than his birthday? Number 6. And that's exactly what the Spurs are going for this year. They're going for number 6. But now that the Spurs have swept the series with the Memphis Grizzlies, now they're gonna get through another roadblock, which is the winner between the first round series of the Dallas Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder, which probably will be the Thunder. And you know what? Man, that's where the Thunder have been showing a lot of class. They have been one of the most classless acts that I've ever seen. That I've ever seen this team before ever. It's ridiculous. I mean, you got Russell Westbrook telling a Mavs fan for him to shut the you know what up, and to sit down with his wife. And then you got Kevin Durant throwing elbows. I mean, is that the kind of team that you want to be going for? Is that the kind of team that shows a class act and that shows an example for other kids? That's ridiculous, man. That is stupidly ridiculous. There's no need for that. But you know what? Our Spurs are gonna teach these little punks a lesson. So mainly it is gonna be the Spurs and the Thunder again for the third time in the past 4 years. Back in 2012, Western Conference Finals. Yeah, the Spurs, they had the 2-0 lead on them, and then the Thunder came back and beat them 4 games in a row. 2 years? No, wait. 2 years after that, the Spurs and Thunder met again in the Western Conference Finals. This time, Spurs won 2 games in a row, and the Thunder won 2 in a row. Then the Spurs won the last two. And just so you know, in that Western Conference Finals, it was not 2012. It was 2014. Different year. But now, this time, they meet again, but in the second round. So, the Spurs are going to have to do a lot of studying on this team and know exactly and try to do exactly how exactly they're going to beat this Thunder team. It's true. The Thunder may be a playoff team, but they're never a championship contending team. Because if they were, they would make some changes that they need to make and be more serious about contending for a championship. But it's not their year this year. It's not. It don't matter how good they are. If it wasn't for Durant, if it wasn't for Westbrook, this team wouldn't even be in the playoffs. They wouldn't be contending at all. Period. And it's not trash talking. It's none of that. It's called facts that no one will ever understand, or never that no one will ever agree with, just because I'm a Spurs fan, or any other fan base from another team that states the facts about the Thunder. So the Thunder better be ready the next round. Because if they don't end up being ready, the Spurs are really going to bring it to them. And will be a sweep. So the Thunder better be prepared. And they better end the series quick with the Mavericks. Because if not, they're going to have a whole lot of trouble against the Spurs. Against a well-rested Spurs team. It's true. It's damn true. Anyway, guys, I am so sorry. Again, my video didn't want to upload. But like I said, I've been having trouble with my YouTube channel lately. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. But give me just a second here. And I owe shoutouts. I owe shoutouts. So please just bear with me. Here we go. I was supposed to get shoutouts for the third video, but I'm gonna do it again. Shoutouts to, first off, my Spurs fairy, who has been my #1 supporter, #1 fan of all time. Thank you, baby. Love you. And the rest of the Spurs fan cave: Joe Garcia, Martin Dominguez, Old School McGee, Spurs Phenom, the Spurs Man, and the other Spurs fans. We've got Spurs Bane, the Spurs Batman, the Spurs Mariachi Sparachi. We got the Spurs Amigo. And also the El Sperado, the Sperado, and his wife Juanita, the Miss Sperado. Spurs Bane, can't forget Spurs Bane. Big shout out, man. That dude's a crazy, freaking crazy Spurs fan. I mean, crazy, awesome outfit. And we can't forget also San Antonio's own local artist. I mean, one of the greatest and humblest hip hop artists, rap artists of all time, King Kali. Big shout out to Kali, representing the San Antonio, baby. And also our Spurs fans from Japan, Taro Katani, Spurs Angel Shea, Antonio Monaco from Italy, and Jurgen Aspers from the Netherlands. Big shout out to you guys. And also our Spurs fans, Jose Lauro, Roland Diaz, Peter Martinez, and the biggest Danny Green fan of all time, Ezra Camacho. We got Brian Garcia, Deidre Angela, Jed Angelo Dezon Pataya, Jeanette Prado, David Sovas, Sam Cabadunga Jr., Jacob Rodriguez, Jared's Spurs Aces, Iran's, excuse me, Iran Sunel, Jake Jefferson Yusap, Angel Martinez, Saeed Malik, Javier Martinez, Ronnie Washington, Albert Garza, sorry, Arthur Talamantes Jr., Sonia Guerra, Joe Rangel, Los Spurs True, Albert Rodella, and Carlos and Roseanne Martinez. Big shout out to you guys. All right, guys. Well, again, our Spurs sweep the series 4-0. You know what? I also can't forget a big shout out to a new Spurs character, the Spurs Spider-Man. Big shout out to you, man. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I mean, the Spurs sweep the series. It's gonna be now. This one's gonna be a true battle-tested playoff team. I may not like them, but this is surely going to be a tough test. So we'll see what happens because Mavericks ain't going to the next round. They're out of here. I guess so. I will talk to y'all guys soon. And until then, go Spurs, go!